any of these posts of authority, whether one is a teacher or a guru or a king or a husband, all those things, then he has to take the position or become empowered to display basically some of Krishna's qualities. So therefore the soul who is feminine has to undergo a lot of training to be able to take these posts. So the higher is the position of authority, the more training is required. And so sometimes people say, why the girls are not going to Guru? Because to assume the feminine position is more natural for the soul. Because the soul is feminine. So therefore, the training is not so extensive. One doesn't need to be trained so much to be dependent. But to be the one who's going to take charge of the dependent, then there needs to be training. But similarly, because the mother will become the leader of the children, so in a relation to the children, the mother is also in a masculine position. The children are in the feminine position. The children are dependent, that's feminine. The mother is controlling, that's masculine. So therefore, even the feminine has to get some training to take the position of mother. And usually the young girls, they're trained by helping their mothers and this and that, and then they learn what it involves to be a mother. So like that. So therefore now the prachetas are ordered by the father to get married. So the system is that before one can do that, one has to be trained. And so then they, because this is such a yoga, then they just went straight and did a lot of austerities to control their senses, to get the blessing of the Lord, to become, and ultimately, the of any position of authority is that one is a devotee of the Lord. In the Asuric Varnashram, they may try simply, to achieve this position simply by cultural development. And the king would be very pious, the husband would be pious, but ultimately it's useless, if one cannot free one from the cycle of birth and death. This is not become a mother, a father, a guru, a teacher, a king, if you cannot free one's dependent from the cycle of birth and death. So ultimately one has to be a devotee. That is the prime qualification of a leader, because without being empowered fully by Krishna, one cannot display any of the masculine qualities. It's not possible. Only when Krishna empowered a certain personality. Why Arjuna was able to fight so many men? Because he was empowered by Krishna. Because at the end, Krishna wanted to teach Arjuna. Now, as soon as he got out of the chariot reduced to half. As soon as Krishna got out of the chariot reduced to ashes. And then Arjuna has to bring all the women from Dwarka, out of Dwarka. And he's attacked by a couple of thieves, a couple, ruffians, not even trained kshatriyas, not even ordinary soldiers, it's just a bunch of rogues. And Arjuna, who could fight single-handedly with 10,000 men at a time, was not able to defeat those thieves. So Krishna wanted to show that the source of all empowerment comes from him. So therefore one performs austerity and one receives that. Now, someone may be in a position of authority due to past karma. So one can receive this empowerment on a material level. On a material level, one can receive this empowerment. On a material level, one can receive this empowerment by following the instruction of the Lord, but for material purpose. So in the Karma Kanda section, people are following the Lord. They're following the laws of the Lord. Therefore, they're getting empowered to become good king, good mothers, good this, good that. Right? Because the Lord is pleased, so He empowers.